Keep in touch with DCR. Email the studio now on studio@dovercommunityradio.co.uk. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook by searching Dover Community Radio or on Twitter at twitter.com/DoverCR. Keep in touch with the channel you want to listen to.
Well, it's Sunday the 26th of June and at Penchester Gardens, part of the Armed Forces Day event. I'm with a gentleman. Your name is?
Meadows, Alf Meadows.
Mr. Meadows, can you tell us something about your memories of being in the RAF?
Well, when I was called up in the RAF, they didn't want any more aircrew, pilots or navigators, so I became an MT driver. And I did that for 2.5 years in in Rhodesia. The Empire Air Training Scheme, where they decided they'd need lots of aircrew, and in Britain wasn't the place to train them. So they opened stations in Canada, Australia, and where I went, Rhodesia. But after 2.5 years, there were more vacancies, and I remustered as aircrew and became a navigator. After my training, I came back home here to Britain. But at that time, 1942-3, there were so many aircrew about, people kept waiting until it was well into the later stages of the war that I actually got OTU and onto an operational squadron, 608 Mosquito Pathfinders. It was virtually the end of the war, and what they'd done, they'd got some experienced pilots, many of them being teaching flying in Canada and Australia, and teamed them up with newly trained navigators, of which I was one. And the idea was to ship us off to the Far East, of course, but the Americans dropped the bomb just at the right time for me, and we were no longer needed. So I only did a very few operational trips. We carried on Mosquito 608 Squadron. We carried no bombs and not even a machine gun. We were completely unarmed, and our job was to drop the flares to mark the target and then get out of the way quickly. The idea was to save random bombing and wasting bombs and also bombing the wrong place. Our job was to accurately mark the target, drop the flares different colours every day, and then get the hell out of it, back home quick, which we did very readily. It was very interesting, and the Americans dropping their bomb just at the right time certainly saved me a trip to the Far East, which would not have been very enjoyable. I consider I had a very comfortable war, and I got away with it very easily, so I congratulate myself on my good luck. Thank you.
And what was your favourite country that you actually served? Well, you obviously served the British, but I mean the favourite place you actually went to, whereabouts would that have been?
I spent 2.5 years, I think it was, in what was then Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. And of course that was a very enjoyable experience. I was an MT driver, motor transport, and we got all over the country picking up crashed aircraft. Very happy memories of Rhodesia with the weather, just like it is today. Bright sunshine most of the time. So, as I say, I consider I was very lucky. I had a comfortable war. I flew quite a lot in various aircraft, and I'm back here home to talk about it. I'm very satisfied with the service that I completed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alf, and nice to meet you.